Hey guys, welcome to Clockwork, Noodles. It's that time of the season again where I do my wrap up of the entire season. It doesn't feel like yesterday since I did the last one. I can't even believe that this season has flown by so fast. And what a season it has been. It was a season of interesting animes. We had some season 2s, we had a lot of sequels coming out, and some very interesting titles, very hyped up mangas that had been adapted into anime. And it was an interesting season as a whole. Overall, I found the glitter of the season falling off quite quickly. I tapped it once and the glitter showered the floor, and what I was left with was a bit of a lackluster season as a whole, but there have been some gems in the season. I'm going to crown my top 3 anime honourable mention. The honourable mention this season isn't my hidden gem, because the hidden gem's in the list. I'm giving you an honourable because I don't think enough people are watching it, and I think it deserves a little bit of a mention at the most. Before we get going, make sure you guys are subscribed. I break down seasonal animes nearly every week. There is also a Discord channel too for you to get notified whenever any video goes up on the channel. Let's go into my overall wrap up. Before we get going into the main top 3 and honourable, I want to talk about the season as a whole. I'm not counting the new Demon Slayer on this list. I will probably put it on the winter list. By this point, we've only had 2 episodes. The entertainment arc is shaping up to be amazing because it is Demon Slayer after all. I'm not including it on this list. I ended up dropping a few anime this season as well, which I didn't want to do. I seem to have started dropping anime this year. I don't generally drop anime. There's been some real stinkers this season as well. Things like Platinum End not really shaping up to be anything like I wanted it to be. Square Enix again coming out with trash, with Insanity, Deep Insanity, Lost Child, whatever it's called. That was bad. That was really bad. I gave you a chance again after GB8 last year, actually taking the worst anime of the season last year, and we had GB8. This season, we've got a few stinkers again from Square Enix. I think we need to stop them making anime. It's just not their forte. Go back to making amazing games, because their games are amazing. Anime, not so much. Winter was insane. We had a quiet spring period, insane summer, and now it's just gone quiet again for the autumn. Without further ado, go into my honourable mention. My honourable mention is not an anime which I would say is the best. It doesn't deserve to be on the top 3 by any means. However, I'm crowning it because it's funny. It is a fantastic comedy. It's hilarious. It'll give you some just off-the-wall craziness at times. It is The Vampire Dies in No Time, and there is nothing hidden here. No deeper plot. Everything is given to you in a title. Drauk, the vampire, really does just die in no time. There have been people who have been counting how many deaths he's had throughout the entire season. The highest I can find is like 70 something. I think he's died a bit more than that. Initially, it gives you Blood Lab vibes. Animation and the drawing looks very samey. I do miss Blood Lad, and it makes me want a second season of Blood Lad at some point. It's just fun, colourful anime. It doesn't want to be taken too seriously. During the break between seasons, wanting something just fun, just mindless to lose yourself in. I think The Vampire Dies in No Time will have your back. It's crazy. Some of the vampires, they're just wacky. There's not a lot we can really say about it. Having powers to make everybody wear micro bikinis, thing with like 1 million nipples. Yeah, this is an anime that is off the wall, doesn't take itself seriously. It wasn't even aiming for top spots on my top list. That's what I think I love about it. And my favourite character as a whole is John. John is the best character. There is no doubt about it. He is amazing. I really want to get myself a plushie of Armadillo. I want a plushie so badly. We can't deny that the OP is amazing. The OP is fantastic. It should have made the spot on my list for OPs, but it didn't. The OP is just cheery. It's bouncy. It really is colourful. Gets you in a mood for the craziness that's coming your way. And all the characters just in general are just fun. It's an anime I recommend that you go and chill out with, have a bit of fun with it. It's not serious. You don't need to put your brain into this one. Just enjoy the carnage that is on the screen of just craziness. Let's get on to my list of top 3. It was difficult to pick a few of them, mainly the third position. The reason I struggled with 3 is because the one I have put there, I don't fully back up, but I can't put the 4th position into 3rd because I feel like it doesn't also deserve that spot. For me, 3rd position is tied. However, I'm going to put my anime list winner by score in this position. Takt Destiny. If you've been watching my breakdowns, you may understand why I'm hesitant to put this in third position. Takt Destiny had us all absolutely blown away at the start of the season. It was a beautiful collaboration with Madhouse and Mappa, two amazing giant studios who produce just legendary anime. Both these studios, on their own, they have rosters of just legendary anime. Together, the animation is just beautiful. It probably was the best animated anime of the season by far until Demon Slayer came along, when, hey, this is how I animate. This anime looks great, and that's where my praises start to run a bit dry. The anime looks great, the fights are amazing if they're about 30 seconds long, and the plot starts to fall apart. Because I am putting this on my top 3, I can't focus too much on the negative. We'll go through some of the positives, like Titan and Lenny, one of the best duos in my opinion from the entire season. These two as a whole really made the show for me. Lenny as a character, amazing. Titan, I want to cosplay Titan. I might put Titan on my cosplay list because I love her to pieces. I think she's amazing. But I am glad I got to check it out because it was definitely worth the check out. And if you haven't seen it, again, similar with The Vampire Dies in No Time, try not to take it too seriously, and you may actually find yourself enjoying it a lot more than you think. Takt Destiny is coming in at about a 7.6 on Mal, which is okay. You can't sniff at that score. It's a decent score. If you were curious to what was in fourth, that is Senpai is Annoying, and you can probably see why I didn't really want to put Senpai is Annoying in third, even though they both have the same score. They are both equally being enjoyed by the same amount of people. If you consider the fact that Takt Destiny was made by two masters and Senpai is Annoying isn't really made by anybody notable, that's still got the same score. It might say something to you guys. Let's move on to the top 2 now. The top 2 for me were fighting it out every single week. It was between these two. There was no doubt that it would be between these two animes in particular. 1 and 2 were already written down, I think, about 3 weeks ago. I already think I had settled on the ranking. It was just lower ranks for me this season, which made it difficult. In second position, I am going for 86 season 2, mainly because there's been a lot of delays. This 86 is going to be dragging on into next season. I don't have a problem with that. I like 86. I think one of the best animes for symbology. It's very, very clever with putting in subtle hints at what's going to happen, whether it's a shadow, whether it's a composition. It's an anime that is stuffed full of symbology, and it really does take its time with making you suffer. And this season, it's made a lot of us suffer again, and it's an anime of trauma, but it's a beautiful pain that we all enjoy. But we've had some absolutely legendary fight scenes, battlefield sequences. I think it even gives Takt Destiny's expensive duo for animated fights a run for its money, because some of those sequences in 86, beautiful, absolutely stunning. I can't remember what episode it was. It must have been quite early into the anime. It was an entire half an episode of full-on battlefield beauty. Absolutely gorgeous shots, absolutely beautiful music. Obviously, the score is composed by Hiroyuki Sawano, who you are going to be seeing a lot of in the next season because Attack on Titan is coming our way. Just a fantastic anime, which is star-studded. The voice cast is amazing, the acting is amazing, score is amazing, it looks amazing. It was no doubt that 86 would definitely be in at least second position. There are a lot of delays going on, which is disrupting the hype for me. I think there's a few other things that put 86 into second for me. Delays that are worth waiting for. And at least it is every 2 weeks. They are still producing anime at a decent rate. We've still got 86 running into the winter season, which is a good one. I think it actually fits quite nicely with the big shows coming our way for winter. Without further ado, of course, if you've already worked out 86 is second, you know what is in first position. It was first position for midway. It hasn't moved. I have to give it to Ranking of Kings because it's gotten even better. The score is sitting at a very beautiful 8.8, nearly at 8.9. That's nearly a 9, guys. Difficult for an anime, especially on my anime list with the amount of people who like to bomb scores, to sit anywhere near a 9. And if you were curious, 86 has an 8.6 score on Mal because 86. I don't want anyone to touch it. 86 needs to have an 86. I think it needs to stay there. Score when it comes to 86. Let's talk about Ranking of Kings and the plot that is starting to unfold. It's going from twist to twist. The cliffhanger for one of the episodes had us all hating on a certain character. That character's slowly trying to redeem themselves, but oh my goodness, the amount of crap posts you would find all over the internet after that episode. And the amount of memes, it became a meme. The most painful scene in the anime became a meme. What Ranking of Kings is doing right, and what Ranking of Kings is doing right, is storytelling with a purpose, storytelling with a heart. Every single character has a story to tell. Every single character is going to move you. Kage, his backstory made me cry. Boji, you can't help but get behind. He's a child. He shouldn't be expected to be good at fighting. He's a small little kid who can't do that. But he isn't giving up. He is not letting that defeat him. He knows that he's got a role that he will fulfill, but he's never going to give up. Got a really nice moral behind it. But it gets dark. This anime, mark my words, gets dark before you even realize it. You'll be enjoying all those colors and suddenly something very dark happens. One episode, it pushes the boundary of what that kid's drinking. And I'm just going to say, that ain't lemonade he's drinking. Ranking of Kings is a fantastic golden gem for me. It is the hidden gem, but it's in first place. So I don't think it's so much of a hidden gem that everybody as well has noticed how good this anime is and they are giving it its love. It deserves that love. As much as people don't want to watch it because of the animation. That is fine, but you are missing out on one hell of a story. The story is fantastic. I also don't think it would have worked if you had animated it like 86 or Demon Slayer. I don't think it would have worked like that because the story would have been lost. The story works because of contrast. This anime's biggest seller is the fact that it's very contrasting. You've got all of this childlike animation, and then there's people dying left, right, and centre. There's a lot of dark murder going on. There's a lot of horrific things going on, juxtapositioned by how it looks. Ranking of Kings takes first position, and of course it's Wit Studios. I am so happy that Wit has been able to pull the rug out and actually produce yet another fantastic anime. They've already had Vivi under their belts. They could have been forgiven for just having Vivi this year, but no. They didn't stop there. They gave us Ranking of Kings. They've got a Netflix show coming out, and of course, coming our way, we've got Vinland Saga Season 2, and I'm very excited for that one. So happy to crown Ranking of Kings #1. That is the wrap up for the full 2021 period. It's been a fun ride. There's been a lot of interesting things. I've had some cool gems, other things which I've enjoyed. Moroka-chan kind of pulled it back. I want a proper horror anime, and I'm craving a horror anime after watching it. But it did start to pull it back in the later episodes. The story started to get more and more interesting, and I found that fun. Aquatope, the second season may not have been as great as the first, but again, continuing at least the quality and giving us just a fun story that they've at least seen out to the end. I think it's been an anime season of good things, and I definitely won't have too many bad memories from this season as a whole. And I'm very excited to look ahead. What does winter 2021 have in store for us? It is the beginning of a new anime year, and I can tell you, this is going to be an insane year. I am so happy that I will be breaking down anime with you guys. This is going to be a milestone year, I feel. I could feel it in the waters. Very big animes coming this year. And of course, we're not going to start light. Winter anime season is kicking off with some very heavy hitters and some very interesting anime that I want to break down on the channel. Let's look at what's coming our way. And in traditional manner, I will be starting with anime that I won't be breaking down but will be watching. So we're going to look at the anime coming your way that I won't be doing videos on, but I'm going to tell you when it's airing, what it's about, and just what I think is going to make it interesting. So let's get going. Starting off the new anime that I am watching section, we're going to start with any of the sequels that are airing. As we all know, one which has already started is Demon Slayer. I am watching Demon Slayer. That airs on Sundays. That counts as a new anime and it is a sequel, but I won't be breaking this one down. Generally, I try to avoid breaking down big animes that already are in flow. Sadly, wasn't breaking down anime when the first season came out. I wish I was because it was absolutely amazing. But it is shaping up to be fantastic. The entertainment arc is really underway. I just love the animation. Everything looks so good in this anime. I can't wait to see how dark this season gets. Can't wait. You're going to make me cry again. I can feel it. Another big sequel coming our way, which I won't be breaking down, but I cannot wait to see how it all ends. Attack on Titan. We finally have the end. This also airs on a Sunday, so both Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan are airing on Sundays. The first episode of Attack on Titan comes out on June the 9th. There's not too much to say about this one. Anybody has heard of Attack on Titan. If you haven't heard of it, you're probably new to the anime world, and I definitely recommend checking out the first season at some point. But we finally get to see how the nightmare ends. I've heard spoilers. I've heard about the endings. Be curious to see how they adapt it, how do they leave things off. I've been hearing lots of talks about a movie to actually ultimately end it as well. So we will see. We'll get more clarity when this finally starts to air. Platinum End is continuing on into this season. I am still watching it. I'm not breaking it down or anything, but just so you know that Platinum End continues. That obviously hasn't moved days or anything. Also continuing on, Ranking of Kings, the winner of last season's best anime for me. It's going to be interesting to see them continue it. Also going to be fun to see how Ranking of Kings stacks up against big hitters like Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer. As much as I love Ranking of Kings, I don't think it's going to be able to hold its ground against the two Titans coming back. But it will be fun because I can expect my midway review is going to be interesting and it's going to be fun to see how things start to rank. Really excited. I really think this season is going to have a lot to give. Let's go into new anime that I am not breaking down. This is the stuff that I'm watching, not breaking down, but will be binging each of the episodes as they come out. First, we have, excuse my Japanese, Tensai Oji no Akaiji Kalkasaisei. This is the Genius Prince's guide to raising a nation out of debt. The long titles continue to plague me. This, I think, is one of the longest titles this season. Not too bad. I've conquered that one. It's an interesting title. We are in a small kingdom with a very lazy prince. The small kingdom, however, has very big dreams. The lazy prince decides that he's going to try and auction off his kingdom because he can shaft his responsibilities, or he tries to give it up to someone else because a small kingdom isn't going to do very well. However, shenanigans start to ensue. It is a comedy. The artwork for this one looks interesting, so I have a feeling a few of you might like this one. That is coming our way on January the 11th. That is a Tuesday. Another anime coming our way, which seems to have taken a lot of inspiration from Komi-san, Akebi-chan no Sailor Fuku, and that is Akebi Sailor uniform. This is airing Saturday the 8th of January. This is by Cloverworks. I'm going to explain the plot to you guys and you tell me immediately what anime jumps out at you. Wins her way into a prestigious school. Ignore that bit for a minute. She just has one big goal. Her one big goal is to make 100 friends. Hi, Komi. It's nice to see you. However, Akebi can actually talk. It will be interesting to see how they adapt it. However, coming straight off the back of Komi-san, I don't think it's going to do as well. With the plot being what it is, it's going to be very difficult to separate the two animes, and a lot of people may be comparing Akebi to Komi. Sadly, I don't think the animation or the art looks as good as Komi-san's. I will be watching it. I think it's going to be interesting. I like Cloverwork. It's going to be worth giving it a chance. Another anime coming our way next season, airing on Friday the 7th of January, Slow Loop. Slow Loop is a slice of life. We follow a young child whose dad has died. As she hangs out in the countryside, she meets another young girl who decides to teach her how to fish, how to cook. Going to be a nice slice of life, chill anime. And then she discovers that she's going to be meeting a new family. She's going to gain a new family. And, well, she becomes stepsister with the girl who's been teaching her how to cook. It's going to be a nice wholesome anime, a nice chill anime, a nice relaxed anime. I can't wait to watch it. You guys know I do love me some slice of life. Can't wait to see it. Another title coming our way is Tokyo 24th Ward, or Tokyo 24Q. It is again another Cloverworks. So we have 3 titles by Cloverworks coming out this season. Tokyo 24th Ward is a bit more of a outlier from the other titles we've had, because this is all based around a group of friends then meet up a year later after one of their friends has died. I don't think we're given too much information on why that character is dead. Something quite weird starts to happen as the 4 meet up for the anniversary of their friend's death, and their phones start to ring, and lo and behold, on the other end of the phone, all 3 of them are hearing the voice of a dead friend who asks them what are they going to do in the future, starts to urge them to protect the 24th Ward. That is mainly all the plot I have for this one. January the 6th, Thursday. This could go either way. I think it sounds interesting. It is an original title. However, it's interesting to note when I was searching for images for this one, there is a boy love game, a yaoi game, Tokyo 24. I had to do a lot of digging to find out if I was recommending a yaoi to you guys. No, I'm not. This is a original title by Cloverworks. Starting off our sport chunk, we have Futsai Boys airing on the 9th, and it is on a Sunday again. A lot of anime airing on the 9th. This is a football anime. I'm not a football fan. I am a sports anime fan, however. Futsai Boys is also a mobile game about boys trying to get into the big league to represent Japan. The only reason I'm watching it is because apparently it is going to be one to watch out for. It's psychological. I think it's only a handful of people who can get through. More than just sports anime, there's a lot of psychology behind it. All of the people we follow, as one person is going to end up getting the play, something like that. Something I think we should definitely look out for. Next up in the sports category, we have Ryman's Club. This one I think is a bit more up my street. There is no date currently for this one. All about badminton. We're following a guy who was very, very pro badminton, very, very good at badminton until he took a very big loss in high school and he never really got over it. He ended up, as most people do after abandoning their dreams, in retail. He ends up in retail. It's an anime all about slowly getting back into badminton after failing and after abandoning it. He still plays it. He still does it in his spare time. So he's not going to be rusty or anything. But it's all about trying to get back into competitive badminton. And it's got older characters. So I'm a very big fan of following animes with slightly older characters because I can relate a bit better to them. We also have Ein number 831 coming our way. This is just going to be one very long episode coming out on the 30th of January on a Sunday, celebrating the 30th anniversary of the satellite channel in Japan. It's kind of cool. It's all about a guy who discovers he has the ability to stop time, where he learns that there's only one other person who can also has that power. All about him trying to catch up with her. The shenanigans that follow. I think it sounds interesting. It's only one episode. There's not much you can really lose on this. Another anime, which is another slice of life for me coming out, is Tabi Wa Hanai, and this is a slice of life anime following something very, very close to my heart. This has no date yet. This is all about traveling. Two girls who end up going to travel around Japan. Something I also love is Japan, and I would love to see these girls traveling around Japan. It's a slice of life, so we're going to get a lot of information given to us. I can't wait. I think it's got the makings of something nice and chill. Those are the animes that I am checking out in my own time, not breaking down on the channel or anything. There's some nice ones out there. Next up, what is this channel breaking down next season? 4.5 anime that will be gracing the channel with videos. There are 4 episodes still left of 86 second season that will bleed over into the winter period. I will be continuing this one on the Saturdays. Really can't wait to see how this ends, what cliffhanger we're going to leave off of on. Right now, the anime has us believing that Vladilena may not be alive. However, you've already brought back 5 characters who were apparently dead last cliffhanger. I have my high hopes. I can't wait to see how 86 concludes in the second season. Hopefully we get a 3rd season because it definitely deserves a 3rd season. Another anime coming back, and I didn't think it would be coming back so soon, but I forgot it was a core anime. Vanitas, the case study of Vanitas, comes back for its 2nd core. Cannot wait. This comes out on Friday the 14th of January. So we have Saturday and Friday so far with my 2 airing animes. Already broken down the first core on the channel. If you are new to the channel, I have already broken down the first core. Go ahead and check out what I thought about the first season because I was very happy with what I saw. If you are a Pandora Hearts fan, it's the same people and you can tell because there's a lot of Easter eggs, a lot of similarities, and it's a very dark plot. I do like myself a very good dark plot. Ruffian, my love, is now evil, so we need to find out what's going on over there. We are traveling to a new country with a new character who we've been just introduced to. Really can't wait to have the story continue. A few people have told me that this next chunk is going to be very crucial if you are a Jin fan. Can't wait to see what that means. Really looking forward to it. Can't wait to jump straight back into the world of Vanitas and see where we... So that's another historical fantasy anime coming your way. And there's going to be another historical one coming our way too. A lot of history going down on my breakdowns this season. What is now going to join the queue? This is a bit more of a wide ball for me, so I put this in very last minute because I think it actually might do okay. This annoyingly does come out on Sunday night. Got a lot to watch on Sundays. Sono Bisque do wa Koi wa Suri. And this is My Dress Up Darling, and I think a few people have been excited about this one. This is the anime where all my cosplay friends have told me to watch it because I am a cosplayer. we're going to have a very popular girl meeting a more recluse boy who is into dolls and clothing. He tries to get her into the cosplay scene. Slice of lifey, romancy school elements. Again by Cloverworks. We've got quite a few Cloverworks animes coming out this season as well. I think this is going to be the better of the two. The other one was Ekebi. I don't think that one's going to do very well just because it's following in Komi's footsteps. This one, however, sounds unique, and with Cloverworks at the helm, I can imagine this will go quite well. Looking forward to it. I can't wait to see an anime all about the idea of cosplay, and the images look quite cool. It does look a bit risque at times, so we'll see how they adapt it. The next anime coming our way, which I think could be very interesting. This is also going to be my one to watch. Normally I tell you to keep an eye on something. I think we might need to keep our eyes on this one because this could be the hidden gem depending on how they actually adapt it. Sabiku Bisco, and this is Rust Eater. This is coming out on Monday the 10th, so my schedule now is Friday, Saturday, Sunday and Monday. Sabiku Bisco, or Rust Eater, is set in the future. It's very Borderlands. As soon as I started reading it, it reminded me of the setting for Borderlands. Future Japan, Mad Maxi, it's been taken over by this plague rusty wind. We've got all of these funguses and things. Looks diesel punk. The artwork looks amazing. Hopefully I've put some of the artwork on the screen. I think this could go either way. If this is not handled correctly, this is going to be bad. But it also has the potential to be the hidden gem of the season. Will I be crowning this anime the hidden gem in my end of season wrap up next period? Who knows? But I think it's one to look out for. I can't wait. The art looks good. The plot is a bit off the wall. It's got hints of decadence to it as well. I will see how it goes. But I do love me a bit of diesel punk, a bit of future Japan is now laying in ruins kind of thing. And I like Mad Max, so I can't wait to see how this one goes. But it is the last title on my list that I am very excited to bring to you guys. As a historian, and I am English, if you can't tell from my annoying accent, I am English, I have a history degree. This next anime, I think you guys might like my take on it. Similar to if you liked my Moriarty the Patriot breakdowns, this one is for you because it's the same studio. This is Baro no Soretsu, aka Requiem of the Rose King. Oh my goodness, I didn't think I'd ever be doing Shakespeare on an anime channel. This again is on Sunday the 9th, so we have two animes clashing on the Sunday. Absolutely fine, 4 days of hard work from me. Then I get the rest of the week to chill out. That works with me. Requiem of the Rose King, dealing with the War of the Roses, and it is based off of Shakespeare's Richard III. However, it is an early draft. So they've taken an early draft and they've made it completely off the wall. Now, if you are not familiar with Shakespeare, his works can get pretty hefty. Either this adaptation is going to completely bomb and do awful, or it's going to be absolutely amazing. And this could be another anime that I think could be up there for honourable mention or hidden gem. In this portrayal, we are following Richard III. We border the idea of good and evil, a plot to put someone on the throne. Richard III in this has no gender. It'll be interesting to see how they spin it. All of the artwork surrounding this character in particular, so they have a male version, a female version, as the character borders between the two. So we're going to be exploring all of these ideas. This, of course, is by JC Staff, aka the people who did Moriarty the Patriot, one of the biggest putting videos on my channel ever. It was always the first season of Moriarty the Patriot. Second season didn't do so well, but the first season did insane, and it's one of the ways that I will have to thank many of you for being here for. In this story too, we have another Joan of Arc who is declaring war essentially on the UK, the England at the time. There are now this season 2 Joan of Arcs because Vanitas also has one. If you are getting Black Butler vibes, well, absolutely, because it's got very similar artwork, very similar setting, because both are set in the UK. And because, of course, I am a UK resident, I will be giving you guys the full Moriarty treatment where we will be talking about how accurate things are, how inaccurate things are. I know the play of Richard III. I've studied it a little bit. It's not my favourite Shakespeare work, but we will go through it anyway. Most of us have at least studied one play in particular from Shakespeare. For me, I've hit most of them. I've seen Midsummer Night's Dream in performance. I've seen Hamlet. I've studied Romeo and Juliet a lot. Done a lot of that one. Seen The Tempest. Did a lot of work on comedy of errors. So lots of things with Shakespeare for me. Got some interest for this. Can't wait to see how it's produced. I've got high hopes for this anime, so I can't wait to break it down with you guys, give you a historian's perspective and a UK perspective on the anime as a whole too. Cannot wait. The next season looks like it's full of some fun titles. You may notice that the initial list for new animes I'm watching was quite short. There wasn't too much in particular that grabbed my attention. There is a lot more anime coming out. If you want a full list, check out places like My Anime List or Live Chart, just because they have the full collection on there. But these are the animes that I have a particular interest in. Hopefully you now have a bit more understanding on what's coming your way and a better idea of what you too may be watching. Hopefully I will see you in a breakdown next season. I can't wait. I've got 5 of them. Hopefully at least one of them will have your attention. Make sure you guys are looking after yourselves, taking care of yourselves. Thank you so much for supporting me for yet another season of anime breakdowns, and I hope you don't hate me too much for my ranking of my top 3 anime of fall 2021. Take care of yourselves, guys. Bye bye.